Mike, oh, there we are. Okay, thank you. One, two.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, Ani, Boozhoo, to the Toronto 2017 North American Indigenous Games opening ceremony presented by Hydro One. With over 5,000 participants from across Turtle Island, 14 sports, 16 world-class venues, and 2 week-long cultural festivals, the 2017 Games are set to be a spectacular showcase of sport and culture. Please turn your attention to the screens for a welcome video. Mesdames et messieurs, bienvenue, Ani, Boozhoo, à la cérémonie d'ouverture des Jeux autochtones de l'Amérique du Nord 2017 de Toronto, présentée par Hydro One. Avec plus de 5000 participants de l'île de la Tortue, 14 sports, 16 sites de classe mondiale et 2 festivals culturels, les Jeux de 2017 seront assurément une spectaculaire démonstration de sport et de culture. Nous attirons votre attention vers les écrans pour une vidéo de bienvenue.
Welcome to the Toronto 2017 North American Indigenous Games opening ceremony. I'm Duncan McHugh, host of CBC's Cross Country Checkup on CBC Radio. Maingene Dodem, Chippewaza, Georgina Island, and Dunjibot, Anishinaabe, and Dow. We're live at the Aviva Center, home of the world-renowned tennis championship, the Rogers Cup, and now home to the historic celebration of sport and culture that is the 2017 North American Indigenous Games, joined by more than 5,000 participants from across North America.
To welcome us to the traditional territory of the Mississaugas of the New Credit First Nation, please welcome Elder Gary Sue, who will light the ceremonial smudge and offer a blessing on behalf of the Mississaugas of the New Credit First Nation. Pour nous accueillir sur le territoire traditionnel de la Première Nation des Mississaugas de New Credit, veuillez accueillir l'aîné Gary Sue, qui allumera le smudge cérémoniel et qui offrira une bénédiction au nom de la Première Nation des Mississaugas de New Credit.
That is Elder Gary Sue from the Mississaugas of the New Credit First Nation performing the smudge ceremony. Smudged is used to cleanse and purify the environment, and symbolically the lighting and burning of the smudge during the Toronto 2017 North American Indigenous Games opening ceremony signifies the beginning of the games and sending the athletes off in a good way for the week of sport, competition, and cultural events. Toronto 2017 North American Indigenous Games host society is honoring the traditional lands and homelands on which the games will take place, and that is the Huron-Wendat Nation, the Maytee Nation of Ontario, and the Mississaugas of New Credit First Nation, and the Six Nations of the Grand River.
Bonjour, Ogajige Higanin Indigenakas, Magazine Dodam, Mississauga and Dow, New Credit Dunje. Welcome to the treaty lands of the Mississaugas of the Credit. Let's go over there. Jibwani Banda, before we go to sleep. Ana habin degego, ana kugingo ba. But the doorway is open. Abin degego, ana kugingo ba. The doorway to understanding. And I have my granddaughter here, and she's smudging this area. It's already been done, but what she's doing is fanning the flames of competition that are going to take place during these games. So as you come here, let's have that understanding of the Aboriginal people that come from from the four corners of the earth to come. Let's give a big miigwech, many hours. Wasaka Binjabam, Gwidishki Babigum, Kadeka Zimwadak, Widabim Shanam, Widopnishnam, Asia Bejiko Pakadane, Asia Bejiko Anindaunim. Welcome, you've come far and we waited long. Come and sit down beside us and share in the same food that allies our hunger, and let us rise together in sister and brotherhood as we have in the past. Miigwech.
We would like to take a special moment to acknowledge the thousands of athletes in attendance for their hard work and commitment to the principles that inspire the North American Indigenous Games movement. Congratulations to all. Nous aimerions prendre un moment pour remercier les milliers d'athlètes qui sont parmi nous ce soir pour leur travail acharné et leur engagement envers les principes qui inspirent les mouvements des Jeux autochtones de l'Amérique du Nord. Félicitations à tous. Please welcome the 22 competing regions representing tonight by athletes, coaches, mission staff, and respective cultural contingents. Athletes, please stand when your team is announced. Veuillez accueillir les 22 régions qui seront en compétition, représentées ce soir par les athlètes, les entraîneurs, le personnel de mission et leurs contingents culturels respectifs. Aux athlètes, vous êtes priés de vous lever quand votre équipe sera annoncée. Team Saskatchewan, l'équipe de la Saskatchewan.
So here we are, we're getting to get to know all the teams that have arrived here from across Turtle Island. The opening ceremony is the official kickoff to the largest Indigenous sport and cultural gathering in North America.
Team Alberta, l'équipe de l'Alberta.
Really big cheer for Team Alberta, who's here. Team British Columbia here with all those devastating wildfires going in British Columbia right now. It's been a challenge for some of them to get here, just to get out of their communities, but they're here. They've also got a special song that they put together.
California.
Here's
L'équipe de la Californie.
Here's Team California also here. There are more than 5,000 participants in these games, and celebrating for the first time that we held in the province of Ontario and the city of Toronto.
Team Colorado, l'équipe du Colorado.
Team Colorado, 60 athletes aged 13 to 19, 20 coaches representing Team Colorado. Team from Colorado's participated in every competition except the inaugural event back in 1990.
Team Connecticut, l'équipe du Connecticut.
Small team from Team Connecticut, but they're looking proud. Getting lots of adoring shots from the fans there, using hashtag Team88, which refers to the Truth and Reconciliation Commission. Call to action 88.
L'équipe de l'Est et du Nord.
The Eastern Door and the North team has approximately 350 participants. That includes its coaches and chaperones.
Team Florida, l'équipe de la Floride.
There's Team Florida.
Team Maine, l'équipe du Maine.
Big cheer for Team Maine. On the stage, drumming these participants, these athletes in, are the Whitefish Bay, the Eagle Heart, and the Smoke Trail Singers. And they're honoring the athletes with a big cheer for Team Manitoba. This year, Team Manitoba had over 100 young men try out to represent the basketball team.
Minnesota, l'équipe du Minnesota.
Back to that music you're hearing, the honor songs we played throughout the week during the medal ceremonies of the games to honor the accomplishments and the dedication and the spirit of the athletes of these games.
Team New Brunswick, l'équipe du Nouveau-Brunswick.
Great story out of New Brunswick. At 13 years old, Madison Wilson is about to become one of the youngest athletes competing in the North American Indigenous Games. From Oromocto, Wilson is going to compete in the 80-meter dash, the shot put, and the long jump at the games. Team New York has several athletes in archery, athletics, basketball, baseball, badminton, canoe.
Team Newfoundland and Labrador, l'équipe de Terre-Neuve et Labrador.
This is the 9th edition of the North American Indigenous Games.
Territories, l'équipe des territoires du Nord-Ouest.
It's the first time, the 25-year history of NAG, that this will be held outside of Western Canada.
Team Nova Scotia, l'équipe de la Nouvelle-Écosse.
North American Indigenous Games were last hosted in Regina, Saskatchewan in 2014. The first games were held in 1990 in Edmonton, Alberta.
Team Nunavut, l'équipe du Nunavut.
Nunavut has just 44 athletes and no cultural contingent traveling to the games.
Team Prince Edward Island, l'équipe de l'île du Prince-Édouard. Team Washington, l'équipe de Washington. Team Wisconsin, l'équipe du Wisconsin.
Big cheer coming from Team Wisconsin. These Indigenous Games were born from the vision of the founders, Wilton Littlechild, Charles Wood, and John Fletcher. And we'll hear from Wilton Littlechild later on in this ceremony. He's a flag bearer.
Team Yukon, l'équipe du Yukon.
Almost 140 athletes will compete from the Yukon this year, more than triple the approximately 45 athletes that they sent in 2014. Big surge in interest from the Yukon.
Team Ontario, l'équipe de l'Ontario.
Look at all that red. Of course, these games are in Ontario, so there's a big cheer for Team Ontario. It's the first time I'm ever hosting NAG. First time that this Games has ever seen women's box lacrosse, and that's something quite an achievement. Women's lacrosse is something that has been frowned upon in some Indigenous communities, but they're making an appearance at this Games.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the American and Canadian national anthems performed in English, French, and Anishinaabe by Mary Nawagabo. Mesdames et messieurs, veuillez vous lever pour l'interprétation des hymnes nationaux des États-Unis et du Canada, interprétés en anglais, en français et en Anishinaabe par Mary Nawagabo.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night
That was Mary Neville-Gabo singing the national anthem in English, French, and Ojibwe. Mary's from the Whitefish Bay First Nation, Ontario. She currently resides in Ottawa. She's a Team Ontario soccer athlete, aspiring an Olympian and a musician. She's also been taking singing lessons since age 5, plays the drums and guitar. She was one of the featured stories, the 88 Stories of Success of Toronto 2017 NAG. And that 88 Stories of Success celebrates Team 88. That's a legacy campaign of the Games that references the Truth and Reconciliation Calls to Action number 88. Call to Action number 88 of the TRC promotes sports-based reconciliation initiatives. Here, what it reads: we call upon all levels of government to take action to ensure long-term Aboriginal athlete development and growth, and continued support for the North American Indigenous Games, including funding to host the Games and for provincial and territorial team preparation and travel.
Taboo of the Black Eyed Peas in the house for the Toronto 2017 North American Indigenous Games. Accueillant Taboo des Black Eyed Peas aux Jeux autochtones de l'Amérique du Nord 2017 de Toronto.
One, two. What's up, Toronto? Are you guys ready? Ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor to be here. I represent the Shoshone and Hopi Nation. I am very proud to be Native American representing here in Toronto. We represent the future. These young artists, Native, Indigenous, coming together for this great cause. Ladies and gentlemen, we want you guys to have a good time, to enjoy every moment, and keep on believing in yourself, because dreams do come true. We are the prime example. We are up here performing for you amazing young youth. I wrote a song called The Fight to overcome any obstacles, anything that gets in your way. Just know that you could overcome anything. I want to perform it for you tonight. Check it out.
Hello world, I see you more clear now. I'ma take you on with no fear now. My struggles never brought me down, and it's not gonna happen now. Cause I'm a warrior, I'm a champion, I'm a fighter, I'm not giving in. So bring it on, I'm ready for the fight, and I'ma survive this right. Everything gonna be alright, everything gonna be alright, you see. Everything gonna be alright, everything gonna be alright, you see.
Check it out.
There's so much joy, why don't we feel it?
Can we feel it now? Turn it up.
So much pain, oh can we heal?
Yeah.
Can we heal it now? The fight is never ours alone. We're all
I need everybody put your hands up like this. Put your hands in the air. Go like this.
What if you were told that today was the last day of your life? Did you live it right? Love is a gift you give.
Here we go.
And it reignites. Don't wait, no, don't let it pass you by. Don't let it pass you by.
Hey. Check it out, y'all.
I feel awake. Time is short, so celebrate. See the beauty of every day. Live the moments that we create. Find the love in the empty space. Life's a gift, so let's give thanks. Appreciate. Just don't wait, yeah. Just don't wait. Come on, just don't wait.
Check it out.
Come on. There's so much joy, why don't we feel it?
Can you feel it now?
There's so much pain, oh can we heal it?
Can we heal it now?
The fight is never ours alone.
You're never alone. We're all in this together, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands up like this. Check it out.
What if you were told that today was the last day of your life? Did you live it right?
Keep it going, y'all.
Love is a gift you give away, and it reignites. Don't wait, don't let it pass you by.
these amazing artists on stage. Check it out.
Samantha Howie Smith.
Keenan Comaxi Dixon.
King.
Stephen Ojo. Montana Summer.
Julian Martin.
Tonight is gonna be a good night.
I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be.
You guys ready? Here we go.
That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be.
Here we go.
Good night. I feel it.
Let's go. I need everybody to stand up if you came to have a good time. Stand up, party people. If you came to have a good time, stand up. Hey,
That tonight's gonna be a.
let's go. Let's go. I want everybody to bounce with me.
Night's gonna be a good
I want everybody to bounce with me.
night.
Are you ready?
Night's gonna be a good
1, 2, 3, let's go. Tonight's the night. Let's live it up. I got my money. Let's spin it up. Go out and smash it. Like, oh my God. Jump out that sofa. Let's get up. Fill up my cup. Mazel tov. Look at her dancing. Just take it up. Let's paint the town. We'll shut it down. Let's burn the roof. Let's go. And then we'll do it again.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. And do it.
And do it. Let's live it up and do it. And do it. And do it. Do it. Do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. 'Cause I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night.
Let's go.
Feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night.
Let's go.
Tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night.
Check it out. Tonight's the night. Let's live it up. I got my money. Let's spend it up. Go out and smash it. Like, oh my God. You guys ready?
Let's get
Here we go. Hey.
let's get
Oh. Let me hear you make some noise. Let me hear you make some noise. How about these people over here make some noise? Now everybody scream. Hey, this is how beautiful our culture is. We represent to all you amazing people from the U.S. to Canada. We love you. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the youth. Woo.
That is Taboo of the Black Eyed Peas, of course, the hip-hop group from the United States, singing I Got a Feeling Tonight's Gonna Be a Good Night, appropriate song. Taboo is
Check
of the
this out.
Shoshone and Hopi Nation.
I see a lot of love here. I feel the love here. I want to perform a song that represents everybody in this moment, bringing all nations together. It's called Where's the Love? And it goes a little something like this.
Where is the love, the love, the love?
it just ain't the same. All ways of change, new days are strange. Is the world insane? If love and peace is so strong, why are the pieces of love that don't belong? Nations dropping bombs, chemical gases filling lungs of little ones with ongoing suffering as you die young. So ask yourself, is the loving really gone? So I can ask myself, really what is going wrong in this world that we living in? People keep on giving in, making wrong decisions, only visions of their dividends. Not respecting each other, deny thy brother. A war's going on, but the reason's undercover. The truth is kept secret, it's swept under the rug. If you never know truth. Everybody sing this with me. Where's the love, y'all? Come on. Where's the truth, y'all? Come on. Let's go. Where's the love, y'all? People killing, people dying. Louder. Children hurt and you hear them crying. Can you practice what you preach? Would you turn the other cheek? Father, 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 help us. Why? Because people got me questioning. Where is the love? Where's the love? Where is 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 the love? I need you to turn off the lights, please. If you have a cell phone, put your cell phones out. I want to see the beauty of all these amazing people. Turn off the lights. Lights off, please. Bring your cell phones out. Bring the cell phones out. I want to see this beautiful sight right here. Ladies and gentlemen, it was a blessing to be here with you guys. Get ready for A Tribe Called Red, one of my favorite groups, A Tribe Called Red. Good luck to all the teams, everybody that's participating. My name is Taboo from the Black Eyed Peas. And it's a dream come true to be here with you guys. I love Toronto, US, Canada. We're all the same. One nation, one tribe. I love you.
That is Taboo of the Black Eyed Peas. And if you're just learning about NAG for the first time, all those people on the stage and the stands, 5,000 athletes, 2,000 volunteers, and all kinds of spectators as well, here to enjoy the games.
Uh-huh. I hope.
The Toronto 2017 North American Indigenous Games proudly acknowledges the traditional territories and homelands on which the Games will take place. Please welcome Indigenous community partners of the 2017 Games. Les Jeux autochtones de l'Amérique du Nord 2017 de Toronto reconnaissent fièrement les territoires et les terres traditionnelles sur lesquelles auront lieu les Jeux. Veuillez accueillir les partenaires des communautés autochtones des Jeux de 2017. Please welcome representative of the Six Nations of the Grand River, Chief Ava Hill. Veuillez accueillir la représentante des Six Nations de Grand River, la chef Ava Hill.
Thank you, Sago. Welcome everybody to the land of many nations that came together under the Dish with One Spoon Treaty. On behalf of the Six Nations, the Mohawk, the Cayuga, the Onondaga, the Oneida, the Seneca, and the Tuscarora, we are the Haudenosaunee and we welcome you. We're so glad to be one of the community partners and to host lacrosse, the Creators Game, which is going to be held in our community, Six Nations. We are excited, we are proud, and ready to host the fastest game on 2 feet. We have also planned many activities so you can join us and learn more about our rich Haudenosaunee culture and history. To the athletes, these are your games. Woo! It is so emotional for me as a leader to see so many young people sitting here in this stadium. You are all role models. You're role models, and you're all winners. You're winners just by being here and being a participant in the North American Indigenous Games. You are role models for the younger ones that are watching you, and you are ambassadors. You are ambassadors for your families. You are ambassadors for your communities. You are ambassadors for the First Nations people. And you are ambassadors for your nation, so wear it well. As athletes, you are going to learn many things. You're going to learn team building. You're going to learn determination. You're going to learn goal setting. And you are going to learn courage. And it will help you as you carry on into the next chapters of your lives. Sports will also give you many opportunities to travel and make new friends. And these games are doing that for you this week. Reach out and make new friends with the other Indigenous kids. I want to thank the founders of the North American Indigenous Games, 2 of them I've seen, Charles Wood and Willie Littlechild and John Fletcher, for having the foresight to organize these games. I want to thank the host society and the sponsors. And last of all, I want to thank the parents, the coaches, and the managers. You are just as important because without you, these games could not happen. Thank you all very much. Yawa, have fun this week, and good luck to all the athletes and the teams. Yawa.
Very good.
Please welcome.
Go Ontario!
Please welcome the representative of the Mississaugas of the New Credit First Nation, Chief Stacy Laforme. Veuillez accueillir le représentant de la Première Nation des Mississaugas de New Credit, le chef Stacy Laforme.
I wanted to make sure that I was right, and you are the most beautiful sight I've ever seen in my life. Surely the Creator favors us today. This is the way our people should always be: happy, proud, and ready for the future. Welcome to Toronto, a place of sacredness for many nations, treaty lands of the Mississauga, of the Anishinaabe. And you're home for the next week. 5,000 people, 5,000 youth, families, and friends. NAG 2017 and Team 88. We are all so proud of you, and you should be proud of yourself and carry that pride wherever you go and show the world what it means to be of the Indigenous people, what it means to be proud, to walk in honor. So I'm going to tell you to all go to bed in a minute because you got a big game here tomorrow. But first, some coaches out there are just happy I said that, by the way. So I got to tell you one thing. Do you like the shirt? See, a man came up to me the other day in the store and he said, "That's a nice shirt." And I said, "Thank you." Then he goes, "Takes a special man to wear a shirt like that." I laugh about that now, but the truth is there was a time when I was young when I wouldn't have worn this shirt because I would have been too afraid of what others would say. But we must remember, we don't have to change to fit into society. The world has to change to accept our uniqueness. Have a great week. Chimagwich, be safe.
Very good. Excellent.
Please welcome the representative of the Huron-Wendat Nation, Chief Conrad Siwi. Veuillez accueillir le représentant de la nation Huron-Wendat, le chef Conrad Siwi.
Kwe akwego. Kwe Maytee. Toronto, Wendat da Toronto, Canada. I wanted to say to you that after listening to these two beautiful chiefs, you know, representing the Haudenosaunee, the Anishinaabe, and the Maytee later on, I, as the Huron-Wendat Grand Chief of a nation that has many, many roots here, I'm so proud to be here today, tonight, and to share with you the dreams that we all share. From Stadacona along the St. Lawrence River to the Great Lakes, Huron, Ontario, Erie, the Huron-Wendat Nation is proud to welcome the North American Indigenous Games of 2017. Célébrons notre unité et la force de nos nations. Célébrons notre culture et notre terre-mère. Admirons la force et la détermination de nos jeunes. Let's celebrate throughout the Games in a true spirit of unity with all our athletes coming from all parts of Turtle Island. Let's protect our sacred territories and let's protect our sacred treaties. Yeah. For the benefit of the next 7 generations, we're here for this. Let's enjoy our games throughout Turtle Island, throughout North America. This is our land. Tiawak, Ona, Oho, Atuget.
Please welcome the representative of the Maytee Nation of Ontario, Senator Constance Simmons. Veuillez accueillir la représentante de la nation Maytee de l'Ontario, la sénatrice Constance Simmons.
Bonjour, relatives. I am Wape Meingwin Kwe, Makwadodum. My people are from northern Saskatchewan, up under the I stand here proudly as a senator for Toronto and York Region Métis Council. I stand here offering you great welcome and with warmth and love. I want you to know that all of Turtle Island will be watching with love, with anticipation, and with great pride. I'm so honored to stand here with these great nations, that I can stand on these territories and be welcomed in such a way. These proud nations who are proud and resilient, and we're still here. Do you know that you are the answer to a prayer? A prayer that was sent out by our ancestors 7 generations ago. And here we are. The pride of your family, the pride of your community, the pride of your nation rests on you. I thank Great Creator that your ancestors, that your families, that your community stayed strong, that revived your traditional cultures, that have raised you up and taught you of these ways. I pray a great blessing on each and every one of you, that you would take from this experience the memory, the skills, the relationships of this time together, that you would take this into your future with you, along with our prayers. So I say to you, thank you. Thank you that you've worked so hard to be here. Thank you that you know how to strive for excellence. I say thank you to your coaches and your organizers and your support staff for believing in you and supporting you. So I pray great blessings on you. Matakwiash. Hi.
The Toronto 2017 NAIG Host Society proudly welcomes you to tonight's opening ceremony presented by Hydro One. On behalf of presenting sponsor Hydro One, please welcome Derek Chum, Vice President, Indigenous Relations for Hydro One. La Société Hôte des Jeux de 2017 vous souhaite la bienvenue à la cérémonie d'ouverture de ce soir présentée par Hydro One. Au nom du commanditaire présentateur Hydro One, veuillez accueillir Derek Chum, vice-président des Relations autochtones.
All of the leaders in the welcoming address, they're really emphasizing excellence amongst Indigenous youth, really emphasizing a sense of pride. And you can see that in these youth who are sitting there now starting to clap as they're getting ready. There are 14 sports at these games, of course, but the games are about so much more. They're about Indigenous cultural activities, and that's what we're heading to shortly. But first, we're going to hear from one of the sponsors.
I'd like to start by acknowledging that we are on the traditional territory of the Mississaugas of the New Credit First Nation, here on Wendat Nation, the Maytee Nation of Ontario, and 6 nations of the Grand River. On behalf of Hydro One's 5,500 employees, I am truly honored to be here at this incredible celebration of sport and community. Competing on the international stage is what every athlete dreams of and strives for. I know these young athletes have put in hard work, sacrifice, and commitment to get here. You spent hundreds of hours practicing, fine-tuning your skills, and have now traveled here to compete against your fellow athletes. Now is your time to show everyone just how fast, tough, and strong you are. And it's our time to cheer you on. For each one of you, being here today is part of a journey that would seem too daunting without the people around you supporting you. Whether it's your family, your coaches, teachers, friends, fellow athletes, or your whole community, none of us would be where we are today without this support system. Hydro One, we are passionate about the power of true partnership. It's why we are here, as a partner with the North American Indigenous Games. We are supporting the North American Indigenous Games because we believe in the power of sport. Athletic competition requires leadership, teamwork, and discipline. Sport has the power to change lives and shape strong and thriving communities. The young people competing this week have the potential to become our leaders of the future. Future coaches, future business leaders, future council members, and future chiefs. Hydro One serves more than 100 Indigenous communities in Ontario. That's why we've made a strong commitment to partner with Ontario's Indigenous people. One of our top priorities is to foster and maintain meaningful relationships with the Indigenous communities throughout the province. In fact, we aim to become the primary business partner of these communities. We recognize the unique rights and interests of Indigenous peoples and communities and aim to continue working together in the spirit of collaboration, mutual respect, and trust. I believe that forging strong and meaningful relationships is critical to our mutual success. On behalf of Hydro One, thank you for the opportunity to be part of such an incredible celebration. I want to wish all the athletes incredible success at the Games. You have all 5,500 Hydro One employees cheering you on every step of the way. All the best. Thank you very much.
Please welcome Tuscarora vocalist Jennifer Kreisberg, accompanied by Onkwehonwe Hatio singers. Veuillez accueillir la chanteuse d'origine Tuscarora, Jennifer Kreisberg, accompagnée par les chanteurs Onkwehonwe Hatio.
Still don't hear it.
Ooh,
Last one's for Desba.
That was a remarkable vocal performance by Jennifer Kreisberg from the Tuscarora Nation in North Carolina, with the dancers from across Ontario, from Akwesasne up to Rankin Inlet, Nunavut.
Please welcome the Honorable Carolyn Bennett, Minister of Indigenous and Northern Affairs. Veuillez accueillir l'Honorable Carolyn Bennett, Ministre des Affaires autochtones et du Nord.
Bonjour and bonjour. We thank Elder Gary Sue and the drummers for opening this in a very good way, and it is an honor for all of us to be here on the traditional territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Mississaugas of the New Credit First Nation, the ancestral home of the Huron-Wendat and Haudenosaunee, and all the Indigenous peoples whose moccasins have walked on this land. Thank you to the chiefs and to the Senator to welcoming us here this evening. C'est un grand plaisir d'être parmi vous ce soir. Au nom du Premier ministre et mon collègue Carla Quattro, ministre du Sport et des Personnes handicapées. Grand Chief Littlechild was so right. Sport does have the power to change lives. Hi to Grand Chief Littlechild. Your advocacy and leadership and participation in sport have helped shape and change the lives of Indigenous youth from coast to coast to coast, and in fact around the world. We thank you for your invaluable role as a commissioner in the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, and because of you, more Canadians understand the role of sport in reconciliation. Today, we are all Team 88 as we honor that particular call to action which urged the Government of Canada to support Indigenous athletes in sport. Today and tonight, we are here to celebrate what Dr. Littlechild calls reconciliation, as we are all Team 88. I'm so proud of Sport Canada and the Canada 150 Federal Secretariat that provided nearly $5 million to support these Toronto 2017 North American Indigenous Games, and we're just it is so amazing, as Chief Laforme said, to see all of you here. It is so truly amazing. We know that all the people watching at home, all the young people watching, know that because of you, they too will be inspired to work to be part of this amazing movement of Indigenous sport around the world, which focuses on the balance of physical, mental, spiritual, and all of the emotional needs that come together when in Indigenous sport because of balance. That means it fosters the secure personal cultural identity that we know means better outcomes in health, education, and economic. As the Prime Minister says, you, the youth, are not just our future, you're the presence. You are the conscience of our country, and you tell the truth and you keep us on a good path. Every single one of you is an example of pride and dignity and resilience. You know the pride of working hard and winning. You know the dignity and resilience that not every time you can win, and that is what comes together, and the reason why we are thanking all of the organizers, the parents, the coaches, but all of you as we say, thank you, Chimigwich, Marcy, Nakumik. Play hard, have fun, and make wonderful new friends that will change your lives.
Please welcome Assembly of First Nations National Chief Perry Bellegarde. Veuillez accueillir le chef national de l'Assemblée des Premières Nations, Perry Bellegarde.
Good evening, North America Indigenous Games 2017. How are you guys doing? To my relatives in the north in the east, in the south, in the west. Welcome here again to 2017 NAG Games. Another round of applause for our chiefs, Chief Ava Hill, Chief Stace LaForbe, Chief Conrad Seaway, and our Maytee relatives. Give them a big round of a hand. They're hosting us on their traditional territories and lands. To all the coaches, the parents, the grandparents, all the people that organize these great events, thank you so much. Thank you so much because you've organized a venue for our young men and women to shine. They're going to shine over the next week. Thank you so much to the organizers, everybody that's here. Thank you so much for what you've done. To the athletes, to all you young men and women, thank you so much because you've demonstrated some very important attributes. You've shown your drive, your dedication, determination to make your team, and you made it and you're here. Thank you for doing that as well. You've shown your energy, you've shown your enthusiasm and your commitment to excellence. Very important things, so I salute you all for being here, for doing those things in a good way. My last comment, guys and girls, everybody, the last thing I want to say, you know, as Indigenous peoples, First Nations peoples, we go across Canada. We have 634 First Nations, 1.5 million people. And we always say this thing. Canada just finished acknowledging a birthday of 150 years. And a lot of us said, you know, we're not going to really celebrate, but we'll participate because we're going to acknowledge this thing, that in spite of 150 years of colonization, and in spite of the cultural genocide from the residential schools, and in spite of the Control That Indian Act, we're still here as Indigenous peoples. And you guys, and it's you young men and women, and your children and grandchildren that are going to rewrite the next story over the next 150 years, and it's going to be bright, and you're going to do it in a great way. Enjoy the rest of the week. Egose, kanaskum tinuao, hi hi.
Please welcome President of the Inuit Tapirit Kanatami, Natan Obed. Veuillez accueillir le président de l'Inuit Tapirit Kanatami, Natan Obed.
Nakomik, on behalf of Canadian Inuit from Nunatsiavut, Nunavik, Nunavut, and the Inuvialuit regions, we wish all the participants, all the athletes, the very best in these North American Indigenous Games. As somebody who grew up as an athlete from a small community, I want to speak directly to the athletes tonight. There are lots of reasons why you might think that you can't compete here, or that you're just happy to be here. But realize that everyone else is feeling the exact same way. And channel that inner spirit that you have to be the best athlete you can be, the best teammate you can be, to understand your sport the way that you know that you can, and everything else will fall into place. You are going to succeed whether or not you win or lose, just by participating, by opening your mind to being a better person, to being a better teammate, and being a better athlete. This isn't something that just is here this week. This is the path that you can take in your life. So learn the lessons that sport teaches you, and open your mind to the Indigenous community that you have here, that you're sharing here this week. What we say is that we want to succeed in life without jeopardizing our language and culture to do so. And sport allows us to do that. So I want to thank the organizers, everyone who made this possible, and good luck to every single one of you this week. Nakomik.
Please welcome President of the Maytee National Council, Clément Chartier. Veuillez accueillir le président du ralliement national des Maytee, Clément Chartier.
Tanse et clanete. Hello. Bonjour tout le monde. It's great, and you've heard my fellow leaders express in such glowing terms and with such emotion what has brought us here today. Today, it's sports. Tomorrow, in larger numbers, it will be celebration of the growth and the prosperity of our nations, which will be led by you, young people, by this generation. It is our time. It is your time, and I know we will prosper. When I think back a few years ago, and some may say a long time ago, when I was playing in the schoolyard at the residential school for Maytee in Île-à-la-Crosse, Saskatchewan, I never dreamt that I would see the days that unfolded before me. A lot has changed in Canada for the better, although we still have a long way to go. When I was at that boarding school, we tried to excel at hockey and at softball, so we'd get the chance to go play the Treaty Indian kids at the Beauval Residential School, because for us Maytee, it's an opportunity to finally get a good meal. But it was also a great opportunity for us to visit, to make friends. And I see that happening. Over this week, you will be making friendships. You will be going across the divides, the nation divides, because deep down, we are all Indigenous peoples with aspirations of the rights of self-determination, the rights to our territory, the respect that our elders deserve, the respect that our women deserve, the respect that our children deserve, and you will help make this happen. So, as was stated earlier, it's not all about winning, it's also that, but it's at excelling at what you do, giving it your best, and trying to achieve the ultimate that you can provide while sharing that camaraderie with the others here with you. So, on that note, and not to be biased, unlike the National Chief, I must say that I'm from Buffalo Narrows in northern Saskatchewan, and although I wish all athletes well, hey, Team Saskatchewan. Thank you.
And now, et maintenant, le Maytee Fiddler Quartet.
Mourir, s'il faut mourir, chacun meurt à son tour. J'aime mieux mourir en bras. Faut tous mourir un jour. C'est enchanté.
Thank you.
Quand déçoivra cette lettre aux écritures ensemble, ses yeux remplis de larmes, son cœur s'en va mourant.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Eleanor McMahon, Minister of Tourism, Culture and Sport for the Province of Ontario. Mesdames et Messieurs, l'Honorable Eleanor McMahon, Ministre du Tourisme, de la Culture et du Sport pour la Province de l'Ontario.
Good evening, everyone. Are you having fun? Hello, everybody. Annie, bonjour, bonsoir, chers amis. Buenas noches a todos. Bienvenue à l'Ontario. Hello, everyone. I'm so proud to be here together with my colleague, the Honorable David Zimmer, on behalf of our Premier Kathleen Wynne, to help open and celebrate the launch of the 2017 North American Indigenous Games and to welcome the Games to Ontario for the first time. Je suis ravie et honorée de célébrer le lancement des Jeux autochtones de l'Amérique du Nord 2017 et de vous souhaiter tous une chaleureuse bienvenue à l'Ontario. I would like to begin by recognizing that we are on the traditional territories of many Indigenous peoples dating back countless generations. I want to thank Elder Sue for your blessing and all of the beautiful performers thus far. And to all of the athletes, I want to extend my very best wishes to all of you. As Chief Eva Hill said, these are your games. This is about all of you, and you are winners just by being here. So I'm very proud to welcome you all, but I want to send a special welcome and shout out to Team Ontario. 540 athletes strong. Welcome, Ontario. We're very proud of all of you. In closing, thank you to the officials, to the coaches, to the parents, to the supporters and volunteers. I'd like to thank the NAG Host Society and the Aboriginal Sport and Wellness Council of Ontario for all of your hard work and leadership. I want to thank the Mississaugas of the New Credit First Nations, the Six Nations of the Grand River, as well as the many other important contributors and partners. Thank you, everyone. Chimigwech, merci. Here's to a great Games. Thank you, everyone. Merci. Bonsoir.
Please welcome Chiefs of Ontario Regional Chief Isidore Day. Puis accueillir le chef régional de l'Ontario, Isidore Day.
Bonjour, Wache, Sego, Segoli, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. ONT, Team Ontario! First of all, I want to offer greetings from the Chiefs of Ontario and acknowledge that we are in the traditional lands of the Mississaugas of New Credit, the Mississaugas of Scugog Island, Six Nations of the Grand River, and many nations of people that have been here for thousands of years. I also want to acknowledge the athletes, the families, the volunteers, the elders, the leaders representing all of our government friends and partners. As well, I want to thank Gary Sue for the inspiring invocation this morning and all of the speakers here that provided guidance here to get us going. On behalf of the Chiefs of Ontario, I want to welcome you to the 9th edition of the North American Indigenous Games. This is the first time that the Games have been held in this part of Turtle Island. This was a massive undertaking. The organizers, volunteers deserve a big round of applause. Let's give them a big round of applause. The theme of NAG 2017, past, present, future, all one. The past represents our heritage, the present is our unity, and the future is our youth. We're all one. Whether you're a Haida, Hopi, Cree, Cherokee, Mohawk, Mi'kmaq, Ojibwe, or Omaha, we're all children of the Creator. All of our people have been impacted in the centuries following the first contact by the Europeans. We continue to recover from the legacy of residential schools and the Indian Act in Canada and the United States. As you know, here in Canada, the TRC Reconciliation Commissioner's report resulted in 94 calls to action aimed at all levels of government, churches, and society in general. 5 of these recommendations are sports-related. Further, NAG 2017 has highlighted the call for action number 88, which calls upon all levels of government to provide financial support for these games. However, call to action number 90 is directly aimed at athletes here today. It calls upon all levels of government to provide funding at the community level so all of our children and youth have the opportunity to play and develop as athletes. And if you show any potential at excelling in your sport, number 90 also calls for funding to elite athlete development programs. I can speak on behalf of leaders here in Ontario that we look forward to the day when all the 94 calls for action will be implemented. Together as one, our children, youth, our peoples will grow stronger. We will stay together. In closing, it is also fitting that we offer tribute to Wilton Littlechild, who's sitting behind me, who is currently the Grand Chief in Alberta, and is one of the 3 commissioners of the TRC. Chief Littlechild spent 14 years in a residential school. He became an outstanding athlete, playing professional baseball in the United States and pro hockey in Europe. He also became a lawyer and an advocate for Indigenous rights. Grand Chief Littlechild also spent 40 years of the dream of organizing the World Indigenous Games. The 2nd edition of those games just wrapped up in Alberta. In fact, many of those athletes who were there are now competing in the NAG. In some respects, Grand Chief Littlechild is handling the torch of reconciliation through sport to all the athletes, organizations, and volunteers who are here today. It's our task to hold it high. As you pass it on to the next generation, let's give Mr. Wilton Littlechild a big round of applause. Lastly, I commend all the athletes here, all the organizers, and let's not forget we are Indigenous people. You have your languages, you have your customs, you have your legends, you have your stories, you have your strengths. Just like the bear with determination, the eagle who flies high, the fish who swims swift through the weeds and the water. We are Indigenous people. We will be here forever. Miigwech.
Please welcome Mayor of the City of Toronto, John Tory. Puis accueillir le maire de la ville de Toronto, John Tory.
Good evening, one and all, and I want to say welcome to Toronto. Let's hear it for being here in Toronto at the North American Indigenous Games 2017. I want to welcome you all to Toronto, and I want to say congratulations. It's been said many times tonight, but you have shown the perseverance, the skill, the discipline, the energy, the passion for sport and for your communities to be here. And I want to say congratulations to you and thank you to the parents and to the coaches and to everybody who's helped put on these games so you can have a great time here in Toronto. Give yourselves a big round of applause. This is a great opportunity for us not only to see great sport and great competition here in the City of Toronto and across Southern Ontario, but also to learn more about each other, to understand and to show respect and recognition for our Indigenous peoples and peoples from across Canada and North America. And that is why the last thing that I'll do here tonight is to do what I get to do so often. It's a fun and important part of my job, and that is to declare today North American Indigenous Games Day in the City of Toronto. But because it's so late, I think we should declare tomorrow also North American Indigenous Games Day in the City of Toronto. And I'll give it now with my thanks to Marcia Trudeau, the CEO of the North American Indigenous Games. Good luck. Have a great Games.
Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, REIT.
Good luck. Let's go, Nunavut! Imirta kuyaguma. Imirta kuyaguma. Imirta kuyaguma. Imirta kuyaguma. Imirta kuyaguma. Swanga yao galwaruma. Aularuma gayaktunga. Taununga taununga taununga. Imirta raktilunga. Maligu manirubi. Malin yakuti. Taununga taununga taununga. Taununga taununga taununga. Taununga taununga taununga. Taununga taununga taununga.
Imirta kuyaguma. Swangaya lulwakuma. Yagatunga. Taununga taununga taununga.
Kuya Namig.
Lovely performance by Reet, who was raised in Pagnatuk, Nunavut. And of course, cultural performances are not only just part of this evening, but are so much part of the vision of NAG as well, to improve the quality of life for Indigenous peoples by supporting sports and cultural activities. And that really harkens back to the vision so many people mentioning Chief Willie Littlechild and the original vision of this Games, to bring Indigenous youth together, to make new friends, to celebrate culture and sports through sporting activities. And of course, there are 3 of the sports that are going to be featured at the Games that have Indigenous roots: lacrosse, canoe, kayak, and archery. It's the first time in the NAG history.
Please welcome back to the stage our dancers.
Played.
Ascension,
Let's go back
Farron,
to our performances.
Keenan, Montana, Samaya, and Julianne, accompanied by DJ Classic Roots, to perform You Better Get It, chorégraphed by Santee Smith. Veuillez accueillir de nouveau les danseurs Ascension, Farron, Keenan, Montana, Samaya et Julianne, et leur chorégraphe Santee Smith, accompagné de DJ Classic Roots, qui nous offriront maintenant You Better Get It.
Yeah.
To declare the Games officially open, please welcome the Chief Executive Officer of the Toronto 2017 Host Society, Marsha Trudeau-Bomberry. Afin de proclamer les Jeux officiellement ouverts, veuillez accueillir la présidente directrice générale de la Société Haute de 2017, Marsha Trudeau-Bomberry.
Ani, Bojo, Sego, Scano, Wache, Segoli, Tanzi, greetings. Marsha Dijnakas, Anishinaabe Kwendao, Wikwamkong Donjua. Good evening and welcome to today's celebration of Indigenous sport, culture, and youth. My name is Marsha Trudeau-Bomberry and I'm a proud member of Wikwamkong, mother of 2 daughters, future NAG athletes, and Chief Executive Officer of the 2017 North American Indigenous Games. I would like to acknowledge that we had the presence of Her Honor, Elizabeth Dowdeswell, the Lieutenant Governor of Ontario. I would also like to acknowledge that we have had as well join us the United States Consul General Juan Alsace. We extend our thoughts and prayers to the people and communities grieving in the Anishinaabe Nation territory and to those people and communities in British Columbia affected by the fires, and to all those other communities who need them. Today is a very special day. It is a day to celebrate not only the athletic achievements of Indigenous youth, but our Indigenous heritage, our culture, our languages, our songs, and our ceremonies. Through the inspirational power of sport, the Toronto 2017 North American Indigenous Games provides hope, builds confidence, and provides a pathway to greater opportunities. Thank you, Nyawa Miigwech. It gives me great honor at this time, on behalf of the Toronto 2017 North American Indigenous Games Host Society, to declare these games open.
Ceremonial flag raising is now going to take place, and there'll be plenty of special flag bearers for Toronto NAG, including Mary Spencer, who's well known, of course, to Indigenous sports watchers across the country as a boxer. She's an Ojibwe from Cape Croper First Nation. Olympian Monique Horn-Miller from Ganawagi, Quebec, is also a flag bearer. Rick Brandt, who's the NAG Council President and a proud Indigenous sport community leader, is bringing in the flag there. There's Chief Wilton Littlechild, one of the founders of the Games. He's from Treaty 7 Grand Chief of Alberta. Ted Nolan is also bringing in a flag. He's a proud member of the Indigenous sport community, of course, former National Hockey League coach and player. Hannah Morningstar and Cody Jamieson are Team 88 ambassadors. They'll be bringing in flags as well, and both of them evoke the spirit of the Games through involvement in sport.
Official flag raising of the Toronto 2017 North American Indigenous Games will now begin. Please welcome official flag bearers for the NAG Council flag, Mary Spencer, Monique Horn-Miller, Rick Brandt, and Ted Nolan, led by Grand Chief Willie Littlechild, founder of the North American Indigenous Games and Truth and Reconciliation Commission Commissioner. As well, for the first time in history, the Team 88 flag will fly as a symbol of reconciliation through the inspirational power of sport. Please welcome the official flag bearers, Hannah Morningstar, Cody Jamieson, Bruce Kidd, and Judy Pike, led by Charles Wood, North American Indigenous Games founder. Et maintenant, place à la levée officielle du drapeau des Jeux autochtones d'Amérique du Nord 2017 de Toronto Veuillez accueillir les porte-étendards officiels du drapeau du Conseil des Jeux autochtones.
And of course, that Team 88 logo harkens back to the TRC call to action, which emphasized the power that sport has to help improve the lives of Indigenous youth in this community. There are a number of sports that will be played at the games: 3D archery, badminton, baseball, basketball, box lacrosse, canoe kayak, golf, rifle shooting, soccer, softball, swimming, volleyball, and wrestling. Athletes joining us from...
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are moments away from our final performance here at the opening ceremony. Are you ready?
And of course, the athletes are getting pretty excited for this final act. It is going to be the very, very popular A Tribe Called Red. It's just been wonderful to watch all these young people from across the country coming together and really having a lot of pride in where they're from, creating new friendships. There have been people from various provinces who've been working their way around the stadium here and getting to know other Indigenous youth from other parts of the country. And if you're interested in watching these sports, we've got 100 hours of live coverage, including a full schedule and results and much more. You can find that at CBCSports.ca. We're proud to be your home for the North American Indigenous Games.
Okay, Toronto, here we go. The final performance of the opening ceremony presented by Hydro One, A Tribe Called Red. Place maintenant à la dernière présentation de la cérémonie d'ouverture présentée par Hydro One, A Tribe Called Red.
We are the Halusa Nation. We are the tribe that they cannot see.
How's everyone feeling out there?
We live on an industrial reservation. We are the Halusa Nation. We have been called the Indians. We have been called Native American. We have been called hostile. We have been called pagan. We have been called militant.
noise right now. How you guys feeling tonight? Feels good to be surrounded by a bunch of Indigenous youth.
They harvest the mountainside, protect the crops, herd the cattle. The people. The women and children are separated from the men. They're divided us according to the regional filters of their minds. The violence of arrogance crosses the air essence into the geospatial cortex.
Listen to this part.
We are not a conquered people. conquered people.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the opening ceremony. Athletes, if you would please return to your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, spectators, please remain seated while the athletes exit to the buses. Athletes for McMaster A and B. Athletes for McMaster A and B bus. And for other athletes, please return to your seats.
That is it. As a Tribe Called Red, what a special night to be in a big crowd of Indigenous youth, proud and loud. Of course, these athletes have to compete tomorrow, so we're going to wrap it up. Their sports and cultural events from the games are free and open to the public, but there's 100 hours of live coverage, including on CBCSports.ca. We're proud to be your home for the North American Indigenous Games, and it's been a real pleasure for me to be here and share this event with you from all our crew here in Toronto. Jimigwich, I'm Duncan McHugh. Thanks so much for watching our special live stream coverage, and I hope you enjoy the games. Jimigwich.